Hey folks, Dave here, and welcome to a surprise Fallout tour. This build is sponsored by Lenovo, and it's brought to you thanks to their new Y720 Cube computer. They sent a cube over for me to try out with a GTX 1070 and a quad-core hyper-threaded Intel CPU. And I definitely put it to the test with one of my, as usual, crazy detailed Fallout 4 custom settlement builds, but it took it like a champ, even while recording all the footage that you're going to see in this video. Hey folks, Dave the Not So Evil Viking 13 here, back with Joel.
Hey guys.
For a surprise Fallout 4 build sponsored by Lenovo. We are here at MURKWATER construction site, or specifically we are just south of it, at a build that I have designed as a beacon, if you will, for the Minutemen. Because we're so far south, this is the settlement that is broadcasting signals outside of the Commonwealth, say south towards the capital wasteland. And our explorer, General Dave, is here with his ranger outfit to go through MURKWATER swamps and get up here to the build. This is designed so that whether you're traveling through the swamps themselves, or the railroad tracks that are hidden out there in the fog, or the highway that you can see out there, no matter what way you're traveling north into the Commonwealth, you're going to basically see this lighthouse, this beacon, first. And that's the goal, is to get people to go ahead and get acclimated with who's in charge here in the Commonwealth. You're not going to Diamond City anymore. You've heard rumors of the new capital at Sanctuary Hills. So this is where you might arrive. Notice the strobe lights at the top and the radio beacon with, of course, the Minutemen flag waving proudly from the top. As you approach, say from the swamp side, you get your first taste of what's in store for you here in the Commonwealth. It's the story of the Minutemen who are rebuilding America. This settlement has been designed kind of in the spirit of my Somerville Sanctuary, which was the city kind of over the swamps. But it was on dry land, whereas here at MURKWATER, we actually built over the swamp itself. We raised these pilings and took some of the warehouse buildings and the piers and raise them up safely above the water. Got one of these hanging rowboats here. Which makes a great turret platform. But you don't want people just wandering below where you're sleeping, right? So we've got all kinds of security fencing to kind of guide you for where you're supposed to go. Which is not in there. Danger, mines. Even though that broken fence sure is tempting.
What is that? Like a dragon skull? What is that thing?
It's a rotting log, basically.
Oh,
dragon skull. Dude, I see like a cartoon ghost going like, ah!
Yeah.
Oh man. All I can say is, if the fence isn't enough of a sign to not go through this part, hopefully they can read.
Yeah.
Danger mines. There are no actual mines, by the way. We don't mine below our own, sleeping quarters and fort.
The word's out, everyone.
No mines. But there might be other things waiting for you in the water. Just no mines.
What? You're homeless that live underneath? Gotcha!
Meat's back on the table, boys. So this is where you might come if you're, like I said, you're coming out of the swamplands, and this is the first place in the Commonwealth you run into. You got your general trader sign, and it's open for business. All are welcome, but it's a neutral zone. And then you can see some of the superstructure above us here, including...
Is that what you call them now? The superstructures?
It's a term for it.
What do you mean that's a term?
It's an actual word.
I know it is, but it's still superstructures, just like Basher is for drones.
It sounds like a personal issue. So this is where you might go in the daytime if you wanted to go visit the trader. And as you can see, Joel, the video we're recording at 30 FPS, but it's actually running really, really well on this computer. We're at 60 FPS.
If you look at this guy.
The whole thing, actually, as we go through, you can see we have some fog condensers, which also remove radiation from the air in this spot, just to help keep the fog clear. And plenty of signs to help you find your way as you enter the settlement.
Need some ice? Okay.
Oh, food storage, mainly.
Okay.
Yeah. Got those actual ice in there. Here at MURKWATER, it's just an outpost. It's not like a nice residential settlement, so if you want to rent a room, this is where you're going to be staying. Seen better days. Whoa! The turrets just took out some bugs out in the swamp. You hear the chatter of the machine guns? So you'll be safe at this little shack at the edge of the outdoor bar.
Wasn't that cheap booze working radios? Oh.
Ramen steaks. Fresh steaks for all. These aren't the fanciest digs, but as you just heard, the machine guns will at least keep you safe. Got some simple cots, very cheap, probably like 10 caps for a night or something.
It's a military wall cot.
Military wall cot. And you even have your own little fire barrel right next to the bed. That guy's got toasty toes. Very small shack, but again, the main fact is that you're, if not inside of walls, you're at least in like a turret safety area. And you can see here, that's our raised superstructure.
Why do you have the blue one from the Far Point?
For Far Harbor?
Yeah, Far Harbor, yeah.
So this one, it's kind of like modified Far Harbor tech, where it's doing double duty, helping to keep the fog somewhat clear, helping to keep monsters away. But if the monsters do get a little bit close, we do have some capture facilities for them. Down here below the bar, we've got a Mirelurk trap, ready to catch some monsters. You might notice, Joel, what's different about this settlement compared to most of my other ones?
There's no wall?
There you go. This is one of my few settlements that are not completely walled in. There's some, fencing to keep people from wandering underneath our main structure here. But for the most part, we just have a few defensive bits here and there, and it's pretty open. It's hard to build a wall in a swamp, right?
Did that come from the base game, those tires?
No, this is actually some custom modded walls that I found that are really, really cool.
That's cool.
Made from bits of cars and sandbags and stuff. Now what this means, Joel, as you've seen in previous settlements, there's always it seems like a tiered structure to my Minutemen settlements, right?
Yeah.
Here, at this outpost, it's essentially the Minutemen haves and have-nots. The Minutemen have the upper superstructure. Everyone else are the have-nots. They have the unwalled section down below. So if, say, like a whole bunch of ghouls come swarming out of the night, you're stuck down here in somewhat safety, but there's no actual wall.
Yeah.
This is the outdoor bar area. You can see we've got a Nuka-Cola machine that's being refurbished at the moment. And some very pleasant dining areas. This guy's got his fishing pole all set up to cast down into the swamp. Just some cinder block protection, basically. Again, very strange to have a settlement that's not all walls, right? And down here, got a nice view of the swamp and one of our guard posts. This is just kind of an outdoor style bar.
I like that you have a Minutemen statue. There's no walls to protect that. Like, that's more important to protect than the people.
Well, the statue's surrounded by turrets.
Okay.
And it's, well anchored. It's not going anywhere fast. At the bar, you've got some storage, your dart games, your bounty board, and notification board. Someone's been enjoying some tunes on the radio. And a full to-go plate for the bar. We got some of the bits of pier decoration hanging off of the overhang. Even off of some of the turret platforms, which, as you can see on the front here, our turret platforms are mounted on all the trees that we have here in the swamp, because they make a handy pole for all the turrets.
That's cool.
And then all of our, you'll notice all of our guard outposts have a bell as a low-tech siren, basically. So in case of attack, you can just ring the alarm and then fall back if you need to. Back here, as you can see, the Minutemen actually have a small bit of construction equipment that they've repaired, and we've been using to clear terrain and move some of these bigger pieces into place. Even have the trailer where it was hauled down here to the swamps from a location that we'll see later on. You'll see how we're actually moving some of this equipment around. There is a full-on story behind it. Out front here, we've got a welcome sign. It says, "Welcome, Wanderer, to the Commonwealth." One of the M's has fallen off.
Oh, your damn signs. Protected by the Minutemen.
Also, you're protected by the Minutemen. Flag proudly flying at the top there.
Can't it just be flying? No, it's always proudly flying.
It's the only way
they make sure every morning that flag is proudly flying. It's like flaps a little, like, get up there. It starts flying.
It's in the instructions. Raise the flag proudly. That's how it flies proudly. It's a system, Joel. And of course, traders welcome. Now, because, again, this is the last settlement, but if you're going south towards the capital wasteland, this is your last stop of Minutemen territory before you go south. So, Minutemen and civilians who have lived under General Dave's protection will leave a good luck charm on the statue, because it's the last General Dave Minutemen statue before you head south towards the capital wasteland. So you've got someone's locket, some coins, some notes, some bits and bobs, someone's trading card. Just good luck charms as you're heading out.
General Dave takes, melts down, turns into bowls. Or turns it into a goblet.
Probably so. Let's see, let's turn back around here. This was that half-destroyed house here at Murkwater. And one thing you're going to notice, Joel, about the entire setup here is all of the Minutemen areas are raised up over the swamps, obviously, but also they can only be entered through this catwalk system, which is surrounded by traps and turrets. The idea being, even this house here, which is where you get your food and drink if you're at the bar, there's no way in from the ground floor. You've got to use the catwalk system, so only Minutemen can access this building. But again, let's say that we are a wanderer coming in for some food and drink, right? It's open. All are welcome. This is the very low-tech medical corner, where if you need a leg bandage because you got mauled by some mirelurks or something, you can get basic medical treatment, like some rat-away, stuff like that. And all they do is basically this curtain right here, they just pull the curtain shut to help dread out your screams, to just basically get some very brief medical treatment here just at the front. And of course, a big sign.
Where do all your doctors like trained?
Probably at the Sanctuary Institute of Medical Advancement.
Did you just make that up?
Yes.
I was like, I don't know. Was that a tour? I don't remember.
It's in the bunker. I imagine that that's a good place to train because it's actually safe. If, though, you're good on medical treatment, you can open up the boxcar door, rap on it for service, and you can get, as you can see on the back shelf there, there's some food, some beer, little bits of armor. We don't sell guns here. It's just Minutemen, Rangers protecting everything. People travel through this area, so we're not selling them tons of stuff. It's just a supply stop, essentially, along the way. But also, it's the Wasteland mail service where you can drop off letters and such for all over the Commonwealth or down south in caravans.
Where are they taking him through all the swamp? It's the suckiest job in the world. He's just carrying tons of bags. And I can see General Dave is like, these envelopes are wet. He's like, he dries them off too for the journey.
The Minutemen Wasteland Mail Service. No matter snow, sleet, or rad storms, we deliver. It's expensive. It's very expensive. So let's close that door back up.
No expense.
We'll see later on how you actually get to the service area back there. Again, you do have to use those catwalks. You can't access the house at all from the ground floor. Here, as you can see, we have
So you have to go up to go down?
Exactly.
What?
It's like a castle, basically. There's only one way in and out, but you can get to all the inside areas once you're up in that catwalk. You'll see in a few minutes. This is a rainwater collection bin that we're currently trying to see into. Notice it's positioned under the tarp.
Ranger Dave jumps weird.
It's very enthusiastic. That gets us some water for the plants that you'll see soon, but a warning behind it: drink only approved water. Don't drink the water from the swamp.
What is that? What is that from?
I think it's a World War II poster.
Oh man.
Yeah. Don't drink bad water.
They did good at scaring you for sure. Cause I'm like, oh, crap. I think it's like from Lord of the Rings when Frodo puts his hand in and gets pulled in by the ghost of the water.
Got a small campfire here for the guests that might be staying in that little shack around back.
Whoa, how is that approved?
That's what approved?
The swing.
The swing?
Yeah, that relates to a thing called fun and joy.
I was like, what's wrong with the swing? It's even weathered nicely. It's lore friendly.
It's weathered nice. Oh, whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, it has a little bit of physics to it.
Oh.
Don't forget, this used to be a house here, so the swing's a leftover.
Okay.
At the top of the tree, turrets.
Whee! Daddy, push me! Detecting threat.
A reminder that synths are welcome because this is also a railroad stop, one of the last ones in the south of the Commonwealth. If you're not a Minuteman, though, you are protecting your family, however, and you're down at the bar, this is your only bathroom here. A simple outhouse for simple folk. With a fire barrel to keep it warm, and a sink, and a reminder who you can thank for that clean water.
General Dave never's given anyone a nice mirror to use.
There's a lot of broken mirrors in the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
A lot of broken mirrors.
General Dave would have a fixed one now.
You do have a sink to wash your hands in. That's pretty advanced.
Oh, there's a little thing back there.
There's loot to be had. I think we'll come back to the workshop. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the Minutemen areas. Now, if you're caught breaking the rules here, you have a simple punishment. You go in the stocks for a day. That'll teach you, don't try to break into the Minutemen only areas up top. So if they catch you breaking in, you'll be in the stocks for the daytime. Or if you get caught trying to steal or something in the stocks, then we'll send you away. However, if you break a bigger rule, you might be left in the stocks down here on the ground level all night long. Odds are you'll be pretty safe because of all the turrets. But there are those rumors of that one person who got punished and they found the rotting remains the next day. So it's a good mind game punishment basically, even though it's pretty safe. Over here we have just a little work area. A reminder to keep out of the Minutemen only areas, some scrapping areas, and some wood for the firewood. Ooh, the shadows look really awesome from those spotlights. That pleases me.
Move on.
This is a restricted area, so there's our stop sign right there.
Did you just go, this is a restricted area? You were like, tasty restriction.
Regulations.
I know.
They honor the general.
Oh man, General Dave's rule book probably. I don't want to see that.
And this is where I'm going to go into workshop mode just briefly to horrify you.
Oh, here we go.
What do you notice, Joel, about the catwalks once the workshop eventually opens?
They're all kind of crazy and wacky and...
Every piece rotated by hand.
Gosh. Dude, you said you were going to make a small one.
I built this in 6 days.
Oh, jeez.
It's most of the weekend.
What's that person? Sowing seeds into the water?
They're putting fish food down into the water.
Oh,
some
that's
nettings
cool.
there, yeah. These boards right here, Joel, not a template. I placed them one by one. These sandbags, these individual poles and signs and planks, every piece rotated and placed one by one. Let's turn the UI off for full immersion as the sun sets. More turrets up here on this wall. And this is one of our guard outposts that overlooks the northern side of the settlement towards the rest of General Dave's Minutemen empire.
Did you just say all of it is your empire?
Yes. The Commonwealth is mine. We have a tiered pumping system here. That larger water purifier pumps water through an underground pipe up to this pump, which keeps enough water to kind of make a moat for this area so it won't dry out, and so we have a place to keep the fish, essentially. So we've got a bit of control over the swamps right here at this build directly. And as the sun sets, you can see that the lights are becoming more and more noticeable. This is what makes it basically a lighthouse for people who are traveling to the Commonwealth. Let's head back our carefully designed staircase here.
This like makes me want to build a lighthouse. To beat your lighthouse.
We will try.
I've tried and I've won. Don't make me do it again.
I just wanted to string you with the controller and I realized it was wireless. Curse you, wireless technology! This is where the Minutemen territory starts. A very secure gate.
This is like the entrance to like a theme park. Woo, the ghosts come out, you know, the wind sounds.
At night, the gate is locked securely, and of course during the daytime, if you go past it, the turrets just light you up. We have a very strict pass system programmed into the turrets. Someone was not happy about not being let in, so we just put another warning sign over top of their graffiti. We're dying! Sign. A reminder to keep out. Then our rickety scaffolding goes up this way. More warnings, restricted area, keep out. And then the rickety staircase goes down this way.
This now makes me... I really long for now a Halloween themed like haunted house. That would be actually really cool, Dave. Maybe next Halloween.
It's getting pretty themed right now.
Yeah.
Well, let's say, Joel, that the gate was open, you rushed in, the turrets didn't get you, you ignored all those signs.
Yeah.
And you think you're home free, you're going to see what's to see up there in the Minutemen base.
Can't wait to see what I can see up there. Oh!
And stabbed all the way through.
Oh my gosh.
This was hidden carefully from the outside with all kinds of bushes so you couldn't really see it. But yeah, that's where you fall through if you're not aware that that trapdoor is there.
Oh my gosh.
Some poor soul.
What? There's like a spine in there.
Yep, just chunks left.
Oh. That's where the Mirelurks got him after he was stabbed in there.
Notice that this is sealed off and lots of bushes, so you can't really tell what's going on in there.
What's going on in there? Let me find out. I'm scot-free. Ah! I
And
should have
spikes.
listened to all the signs and propaganda everywhere.
I wish I could read, I would have known. You can see...
Yeah,
hidden
people
in-
who can't read. Hey, I just, all I want to do is follow the rules. And dead.
That's what you get.
It's what you get if you don't know how to read, kids. So learn how to read.
You get spiked.
You get...
Ow! I need to stop running into that. Hidden in the grass right there. So let's head on back up.
Yes?
And I'll show you, Joel. I even have the plywood that's placed over the trapdoor at night. Or like if someone's working this area and you want to cover it up.
The plywood.
See that plywood? Whoa! Almost got me again. That lighting looks awesome. That piece right there can be slid over the trapdoor if like you gotta move stuff back and forth. So let's check out how you get to the bar and restaurant area, kind of the back end, if you will, of the work area. Got our twisty little entranceway, protect you from bullets, keep some of the heat in.
Someone was rushed to get his bed nice and orderly. It's like, oh, got stuff on the floor. General Dave's coming.
It was in the corner, but my settlers kept knocking it over, and I got really tired of hearing it clanging around, so I put it on the bed.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they kept knocking it around. You get one of the sirens for the settlement right there. You can hit from this part.
Ooh, what is that poster?
A little bit of storage, then a reminder.
I'm starving because my dad is lazy.
I love that poster. Work. Do your part, because A is for America. And then one of the vaults for the store downstairs right there. If we go around this curved section, you can see the kind of roughshod roof over this side in the destroyed house. Mr. Mailman's trying to head home for the day.
Yeah?
Where's that mailman outfit come from?
That's a mod. He's an actual Minutemen mailman. Minutemen mailman. That is a
what do you
tongue
mean
twister.
actual Minutemen mailman?
If I can get him to sit still for a second. Sir.
I just want to trade a few things.
Excuse me, sir. Sir. Can you read the badge? See the Paul Revere horse on the badge? A coffee set here in the corner to keep our hardworking mailman wide awake as they file.
One random armor.
Yeah, just a shoulder patch. He has some of that like railroad fiber stuff. Your important supplies: toilet paper and towels, armor, ammo, and a radio to communicate with the main tower and with other Minutemen bases. Stocked fridge for the bar, nice and
Did you
cold.
put that on there?
Yeah,
All those in there?
it's do it yourself.
Oh, right, that mod. Okay.
It's fantastic.
So basically what you're saying is all these are now kind of building themselves. Like you just kind of say like, I kind of want something cool like a lighthouse, and then it just built it. Bye guys, I'm gonna leave now before I get strangled.
Alright guys, this is going to be Joel's last tour and last day on this earth. Got some reading material for our settlers. Nice cozy fireplace. And back here some more supplies that you can buy. You've got ammo, meds, some armor, some tools, some hot stew right here behind the counter ready for you. Definitely not been on the burner all day long. Definitely fresh. Buy the stew. It's delicious. It's good for you. 5 caps.
Random green wall.
But yeah, as you can see, this is the only way to get inside of this interior area. At nighttime, you can just seal everything up, and the only way out is up into the secured catwalk system. This rooftop is made up of like 30 different pieces.
Oh, gosh.
But you don't get that, you know, blocky look that way. That snap together look.
You don't actually get a look. You just get all ramshackle.
Its only look is scrap.
Is that a thing? Ramshackle?
Ramshackle.
Okay.
Roughshod, ramshackle, all fun words. Ooh, here comes the nighttime lighting.
Ooh. Did you time that?
No, but that's perfect. you just made it like legitimate, like, ooh.
Yeah. Ooh.
That is some nice lighting.
Mm-hmm.
My spotlights
Don't
also
fall down
cast
the
shadows.
trap.
Oh yeah, look. Warning sign just in case you forget from this direction.
They're like, oh, look at that. I like that skull art. Oh, I forgot why it's there.
Yep. Ah! And this is our staircase to get up top.
Thanks for the opportunity.
You said thanks for the opportunity.
The opportunity? For what? That's what I want to know.
To serve. Now, Joel, what do all of my settlements need?
Propaganda.
Besides propaganda.
Safety. Order.
Bathrooms.
No, don't show me it. Don't show me the bathroom. Dave, I see it right here. I know what's inside.
I built an entire shower house superstructure, Joel. You must see.
Dave, I hate the bathrooms.
Because you know I spent time on these.
I know. And it's gonna be a bathroom. There's gonna be a shower. Unless there's a twist. Then show me.
This is one of our guard booths to overlook that first part that we came in from underneath on.
Yes.
And this is our broken outhouse door. Got our wash station here for the outhouse. Now notice, Joel, this entire structure is lean. I had to lean every piece because I couldn't snap anything for this part. I had to lean it all to match.
And it's a bathroom.
But it's a cool, rickety bathroom that's like leaning to one side, roughly.
I like the little lanterns. That's nice.
Yeah, some new mods for some lighting effects.
So are those new, like, models?
Yeah, yeah,
Whoever did that, that looks really good. It looks like real rust.
yeah, looks great. We have the inner toilet here, which has no hitbox.
Hey, that's the Geralt tub.
And then we have the Geralt tub. Ooh, the lighting right now is perfect. Got our bin full of soaps.
That's a lot of soap.
I mean, I imagine you don't want to spend too much time looting soap. Like, go ahead and get a whole bunch in one go, right?
Yeah.
Don't drink the water.
Why are you freaking taking a shower? Gosh, propaganda everywhere. You can't relax anywhere, Dave.
Always reminders of how to live safely. And then
Well, that looks cozy in the back.
the communal crapper.
Well, it's got the candle. Come on. Okay, dude, at the camps that we've been into, like, there's been a few nice crappers that I'm like, all right, with a candle, I I mean, it could be worse, but it makes it a lot better.
But there are 2 seats facing each other.
So got candles, yeah.
It could be better.
Yeah, it could be better.
Like,
yeah.
there's one curtain for the outside so that, you know, you don't have to be, like, taking
The
a
curtain's
shower.
because, you know, like, you don't want to be seen knowing that you are taking a crap with another person.
But let's, like, can we get one more curtain for in here, maybe?
Yeah.
Toilet paper is 10 caps per roll.
That's a lot. That's more than the soup.
Notice how that works? Soup's cheap, toilet paper's expensive. Got him.
Add extra spice.
Now, Joel, you can't deny that is one very cozy
Yeah.
bathhouse.
I mean, that's what I said.
And look, the whole thing is leaning with an extra windmill for power, extra power on the top. Now, that Mirelurk cage is connected to this switch right here. So let's say that an attack happens, and down below they're getting a little bit too rowdy, or maybe the main structure's in danger. You can just say, sorry guys, release the Mirelurk that we caught. And the last one I caught was actually a Mirelurk king, too. So he could create some havoc.
There's probably a lot of people that died from that. Just a kid going, prank.
Oh, this lighting, this time of day changes. Awesome. I like this. In here, we have our radio headquarters.
What's going on?
Whoa, what's that little wood thing on the right? Is that just a tree sticking out?
Yep,
Oh,
just
okay.
where we built it around the limbs, basically. Extra supports for the piers.
Huh?
This guy is always on call.
He
even
looks
at
so
night.
depressed. Oh, I've been here all day.
Here's the general's watching. He's listening
Look at
very
that.
intently.
Tap and tap tap.
And we've made contact with other locations who have heard the rumors of New Vegas in the West.
Dude, I want another New Vegas. Just thinking about it, I want another New Vegas.
When you think about it,
Any game by those guys.
that'd be amazing. But this being a communication station, they probably start to hear rumors of like the NCR and New Vegas in the West. So I think General Dave's Minutemen are starting to make contact now with some other places, and we're preparing for any possible fights that might ensue afterwards. Volunteer.
Oh yeah, don't wait for the draft. We'll give you weapons. After like 10 years of hard labor, then you'll trust people with weapons.
Some weapons right there, actually. As usual, every structure has a heating source. Got our nice stove in this one.
Every house has a heat source?
Yep.
Jeez, dude, the fact you did that.
And the pipe curves out the window, a little smokestack.
Is that a mod with the smoke?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I love the details like that.
Like, was that actually in the game, though, that heat?
No, this is all custom modeling. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Looks really good, doesn't it?
Dude, I would hate to have a burger on that thing. That looks so rusty. Oh,
It'd be nice and smoky, though.
yeah.
Someone's got their Bar Harbor, Maine coffee cup and a collection of keys and whatnot. This is kind of like the throw table. We got a padded chair. This is where someone's been doing the dishes for the kitchen that operates.
Where's the water come from?
You have to haul it up in buckets.
Oh, okay.
Although there are some faucets. This one actually might be connected. I'll show you the faucet here shortly. I made a water system. We'll get to it.
Yeah?
And it wouldn't be a General Dave Minutemen settlement without the protection of an armory. Of course, all my guards are...
And it's locked.
all of my guards are armed anyway. These are just our stash
Whoa,
of
what is
extra
that?
weapons. That was taken off of a raider that stumbled upon the outpost here, and I thought they would check it out. So we seized it. It's due for a good sandblasting to get rid of the paint, but an AK is an AK, right? Also from a raider, that one right there. So a lot of these are actually captured weapons, including that nice bolt-action Mosin Nagant up there.
Oh, yeah, that's a mod, isn't it?
Yeah,
Gosh,
looks
that's awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
Has great animations too, like the whole bolt action. This looks perfect.
Alright, nothing of the
I knew you'd appreciate the Mosin Nagant.
Yeah.
I know how you work, Joel. Immersively. You work
Yeah.
immersively.
Oh, that's true.
That's our armory, casting immersion-friendly shadows through the grating on our radio man.
That guy hates his job so much.
Back here we have the kitchen, as well as our primary fusion reactor. It's very crowded back here, but during the daytime our cook is hanging out in here, working on those stews to be put on the hot plate downstairs. fully stocked fridge.
No! Baby, you leave that in. You leave that in. Everyone wants you to comment at this point and say, "Hey Dave, did you realize your fridge door glitches?" I mean, all I'm saying is I never had that happen in my tours.
You forgot a roof!
That was my first one, Dave.
You forgot a roof!
This what number tour is this of yours?
There we go.
Almost 30?
And this, Joel, is the fridge for the kitchen,
Oh,
which,
nice.
as you can see, works perfectly. Look at all that easily accessible food. Look how well that door fits into the corner. Like, you can tell someone put a lot of thought and time and energy into this.
And I'm not being forced right now to say that this looks great.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Over here, you can see a reminder that we can do it together. Also,
Or
don't...
you'll turn into a skull.
Yeah, don't drink the water still, though. Like all the chemicals in the kitchen. Ready for cleaning. Some firewood for the wood stoves. And again, there's our fusion reactor.
This is your potions.
Little bits of food storage, but also some workbench work area. Fresh vegetables and some ammo storage up there in that cabinet. Going out of our kitchen here and out of the radio room, we've got an access platform that goes back to the spiral staircase over there. And this way continues on towards our lighthouse, which, as you can see, is lighting the way for travelers to find this location. Check out the searchlight,
Yeah.
kind of like tethered so it doesn't fall off the top there.
That was cool.
Watch your step, though. There is an elevator. It's just down at the bottom right now. If we take a left on this walkway, we've got the main power switch, protected, notice, for the searchlights, so we can cut those off. And the tower goes dark in case of emergency or like a blackout order, something like that. Well, that's cool. You can see the atomic bomb, what is it, the glow?
Is that one area?
Yeah, off in the distance. That's really cool.
Oh, that's one of my favorite areas in the game.
Some great lighting out here in the swamps. Looks really good. Look at that. Looks awesome. Let's just cut those back on. There we go. If we follow this rickety walkway, notice all the warning signs. Electrical. Every overhang, Joel, has an electrical warning sign next to it. And just think, this is a border settlement too. And they still have time for signs. We're gonna climb the stairs
Every settlement must have at least 4,000 signs.
to our rooftop garden, which, as you can see, has correctly labeled rows of plants. 'Cause you gotta make efficient use of your space up here.
I like the tipped over.
They actually have
Okay.
physics too.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. Someone will get that later. Oh no, it stopped! Look at that! High score! Oh, I'm over the railing here. Let me go back in. So yeah, as you can see, our rooftop garden has potatoes and melons and carrots and all kinds of wheat-like grains. So we're partially self-sufficient for the, I'd say, 12 or so rangers that work this outpost. So one of the workbenches over here.
Relax.
More of the baskets. Remember that basket down in the kitchen with the vegetables in it?
Hmm?
Same baskets.
Nice touch.
This is a dangerous walkway right here. Watch your step. Down.
One spot. Whoa, and you just tumble all the way
I got a
down.
little bit of vertigo actually looking straight down like this. It's like right now. Oh man. As I alluded to earlier, there's an entire water pumping system that I've added to both the main superstructure and the bathhouse. There's water pipes with their own individual small pumps below in the water that feed water up to that second floor, the higher floor. And then there's also drain pipes that lead the wastewater away from our water sources and away from the settlement. Lighting looks awesome, in case I hadn't mentioned that yet. This is our outlook platform.
Yeah, this is not a small tour. Not a small tour.
It's pretty dense, but it's small in comparison to Sanctuary, which is, that should be everything in the future, should be small in comparison to Sanctuary. That is a death claw trap over there.
Ooh.
With the little control device next to it to try to keep it docile.
Oh, that's cool.
So, again, in case of an attack, we might have a death claw in there. We could flip this switch right here and release the cage, and be able to force the Deathclaw to actually fight for it. Then our walkway continues over here. A reminder, Rangers give them hell. Minutemen Rangers.
Minutemen.
Lead the way. This is the bunkhouse. Fire extinguisher because of all of the barrel fires and all the platforms. Oh yeah, see all these boards, Joel, everywhere? Yeah, everyone placed by hand.
Man.
Yeah, see all those down through there? All placed by hand.
Dave, you realize you're just essentially just making mess.
Yeah. I'm making immersion, Joel. Pure immersion. Yeah. And this is our Ranger's bunkhouse. Which of course has the heat source in the middle.
Of course, as you do.
Notice the support for the tower framed underneath with a fan. Don't give me that sarcasm. Oh. And then our fan to help distribute the heat.
Okay, General Dave. Don't give me that.
Yeah, was that too far?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, but yeah. No. It's a creepy face over the sleeping bag. Just every well,
it's a lodge, you know, it's a ranger's lodge. So you have the Mirelurk King, and over here, this guy right here has got a death claw right over his bed with George Washington proudly displaying.
Looks like they go, ooh yeah, oh yeah, ah.
Nightmares, good dreams. Nightmares, good dreams. He'll just sleep different ways each night. Keeps you on your toes. This is a cool decorated bunk bed. Got the fishing hat there.
I like that.
Somebody has been reading the Watchmen comics again. And of course, you know how this works. Everyone has their own footlocker. Every single person underneath the bed.
Looks like another mod.
And we've got some comics down there in a bin. This is like the comic lovers corner over here. This reminds me
Have we
of...
found out who's reading the Watchmen?
We don't know yet.
Okay, from the other tours, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
been 3 tours now of Watchmen comics.
Yeah.
Spread around. We'll see where that goes. This reminds me of just like summer camp, this whole corner.
Oh yeah.
Then our extra storage shelf with the radio, some books, some armor, some extra ammo and tools. All your usual supplies, nice plant. And then one of the structural trees that this is partially built on, it comes on through the floor. Even got firewood for the fire underneath the bed. Got that nerd corner right there. Reminder, the walls have ears. This is a radio location, so be careful what you say.
And dude, every one you've made is be careful what you say. I think you pretty much said that in every tour.
Be careful what you say. I mean what I say. Be careful what you say.
We heard you. You're getting kicked out.
And there's the walkway we went up on
That's cool.
originally, with a hanging lantern there for extra light.
In the shadows, yeah.
The shadows from the spotlights look amazing.
That actually pleased me.
Did you just appreciate lighting?
I did.
Thank you. Yeah, the spotlights really do, I think, add a lot. And the guy's been stuck down there all night. I just realized in the hillary. Whoops.
You come back like his legs are gone. They got eaten off by Mirelurks. Whoa.
We got a second siren here for this part of the build, basically. So you can have the siren go off in the shop area or up here on the Ranger Tower. More planks hand placed.
Yeah.
More security overlooks. Again, with the bell to ring. Although the siren's right next to it. Maybe just go for the siren.
That tree is freaking out.
This neat little location is where the commander of the settlement, he actually stays. I love how just rickety this walkway is. It's like branches leaning on it. It's like twisted sideways. This is the cabin from a fishing boat, actually, that we lifted up with that crane right there, which we got partially repaired and running, enough to lift up some of these big piers into the air, basically. There is going to be some connections to where this heavy equipment is coming from that we've been seeing for a while. So again, this is the commander's cabin, which used to be on a fishing boat. You gotta climb through some rough branches to get inside. And you want to talk about cozy? Whoop! Don't want to sleep. There we go. This is cozy. He's got his nice bed, some photographs on the wall.
Branches to tickle them.
And he's got a whole workspace here. His own terminal.
There's a lot of audiobooks.
Well, see, in my head, Joel, I imagine those are all audio logs for General Dave. Day 63, 4 traders, 1 raider killed, boredom.
He leaves that part out because, you know, if General Dave hears that
I would laugh.
boredom,
I would
replace.
laugh. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, replace him.
Don't put that in the report. But that's what I imagine is like these are all of his reports, like his logs of the settlement. And a blast door, so if you want to get some fresh air. Ooh, look, the sun's about to come up. Ooh, look at that view right there. I'm actually
tour for that long.
I'm not timing any of this. It's just working out well. The rest of the window is protected, of course. He's got family photographs, some of his favorite weapons, and some reading materials. A little Nuka-Cola candle there.
That's cool. What was that mod? Like, did you just get one mod called Nuka-Cola candles?
It's like scrappy stuff, basically. Decorations.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
no, I mean,
cool.
I like it.
As the door smashes us right in the face, we can pick our way back across the walkway. And finally head up another tilted walkway here in a tree. Into the tower itself. What's that music going?
Someone's having a fun time up there.
This is where our railroad agent keeps an eye for synths that need some direction to go in. She's usually stationed out here on this protected walkway right there. Notice the railroad emblem. And lots of arrows to get your attention if the strobe lights weren't enough. This is a place that you should visit. And in case of a massive attack, she has a backup sniper rifle and ammo underneath the stairs, and of course, a fat man to really seal the deal.
Yeah.
Your range of that thing from up here would probably be pretty nuts.
Hits that tree. It just
Oh man, backblast, tower falls onto the settlement, everyone drowns. Let's actually, now that we've seen the outside of the tower at night, I'm going to go ahead and sleep so we can get back to some daytime. And also, she won't be on the stairs in our way.
It's a nice little computer.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Is that better than my computer now?
By a little bit, yeah. You hear that, guys? Joel, did you enjoy this Lenovo 720 Cube? Do you like that computer?
Well, yes, I did enjoy the Lenovo 720 Cube. Is that what you said?
Look at you go!
Yeah, I got the numbers right.
Endorsed by Mr. Pleasure Island himself, Mr. Norman, Joel. For the most part, the FPS is quite good until you look this direction.
Yeah.
You have this all in Ultra, right?
Yeah, all the way up. So we're going to go up our spiral staircase, where the commander of the settlement, in his Minutemen dress blues.
Why? Why does he look like a captain to me? Oh, gosh.
Keeping an eye out for travelers.
Is this
coming across the
Halloween?
swamps. No, this is his commander's outfit, Joel.
Oh, gosh.
His ceremonial...
Like, this angers me so much that I want to build a settlement just called Kill All the Minutemen.
As you can see, he's keeping an eye out and also maintaining our central light for the lighthouse. Which, Joel...
That's the light?
There's so many strobe lights on the outside. This is just for the inside.
Okay, yeah.
But I wanted it down closer to the windows, and it has a very short cable. So this is actually 4 different pieces. It's a vault conduit, a light floating in the air, and a wire in between them to make the hanger. Because I wanted to lower the light under the roof. So that's 4 pieces that I had to line up. And you know what the hardest part was, Joel? Making a line that was straight down. Because like if you do it from this angle, I would like turn and it would be like 15 degrees off. So I had to do it probably 15 different times before it was actually straight down.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And that is our lighthouse light.
Yes.
We'll go back down our spiral staircase here. That's a really cool view of the swamps. Now that it's daytime, we can check out our last couple areas here. Turrets in like every other tree, basically. You know how this works.
Yeah.
Complete turret coverage. So we're going to take our elevator back down. And this is the central part of the build. Gate is, of course, locked at night, and the elevator is powered down for safety. But in the daytime, that'll save you some time on all those crazy ramps with the trapdoor you fall in.
Powered off for safety. Sure glad the elevator's powered off for safety and not all the traps and the rickety fences that can't be fixed.
And as you can see, it is built basically on the swamps themselves. Got some fish being caught over here. Some lobster traps. She's actually feeding some of the fish.
She never stops. Just constantly feeding the
Well, General's watching, so...
The fish are going to be just gigantic.
I think there are fish in here. I just don't see them right
Yes.
now. Ooh. I
Seems
forgot
to
I
be
placed that
growing wild.
creepy trike. That's cool. It got caught in the net. Let's just get that out of there. Yeah, there's usually some fish in here, but I guess they're all gone. She must have harvested them. She's very efficient.
How do the water physics work? Like, what is happening right there on this surface? How do you...
It's an animated bump map, basically.
Huh, that's cool.
It's all an illusion, but it looks pretty good. The water in this game can look like very, very nice. I think it's like the slight fog with the slight refraction and reflection, like just combined, it makes a pretty convincing effect, along with the ripples. And that is, again, some of the machinery that was used to lift those piers into the air. And the lighting looks even better now that it's daytime, it seems like. It's really sharp. Some defensive walls, just to funnel people where we can see them, essentially. Like, you don't want people sneaking through all the bushes at every point. Not full-on walls, just obstacles, essentially. Purified water this way. Traders welcome. And then that's our Deathclaw cage that had that switch up there on the balcony. And again, one of the Deathclaws didn't quite cooperate, so General Dave had to put him down. Good thing I was here to be the hero.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, General Dave, I'm like, why are you here? There's no place for you to stay here.
I'm always the hero. So where would I stay
Yeah.
if I were here? Probably just, well, I'd probably take the captain's quarters. He can sleep with the men for a night. Let's be honest. I was going to say, like, in the bunkhouse, and I was like, nah, probably not. You can see here there's some warning signs. I don't know if raiders can actually read, but if so, they got a fair warning, right? Like, self-defense at this point. Some more cars to help funnel any kind of people that might be approaching the settlement into just little corridors. This is our lower pumping station, sending the water up to the higher...
Pumping the muck.
Yeah. Pumping and purifying. A lot of purifying. And that sends the water up to, going past this fog machine here, up to this purifier. This settlement just has lots of cool, like, swampy underbrush details that I really wanted to make use of, like, build around them, basically. Including this thing right here, which is part of what's already here at Murkwater. I saw a lot of people use it as, like, a support for walkways, which I thought was a really cool idea, but, of course, my walkways all go this way.
Yeah.
So I use it as a little platform for backup generators to help power the workshop.
Oh, that's cool.
They just kind of fit on there nicely. So they're, you know, a little bit out of reach. And that's just a backup power source, anyway. It is funny, though, if you come from the south, like from the capital wasteland, you would actually have to, like, go around all this to get to the bar. So there's lots of arrows and stuff. We've got our trash bin there, some hides being tanned, our Brahmin at the feeding trough. Little recruitment poster. Always got to be recruiting.
Recruiting
Always.
the Brahmin.
And this is our workshop, where you've got some ammo being made. Just some extra ammo.
Hi, how are you?
So, no smoking, no matches. Also
Any
got
drinks?
our chemical workbench right here.
Ah.
Chems, yeah. Then our primary work area, and a reminder, order is safety. Work together and we can rebuild. But also, safety is safety. Wear your goggles.
Dave, I feel like I'm being like, my brain is slowly changing because I know every one of your propaganda posters now. They're all, we work together, we build, we can rebuild together. It's the Minutemen. We're taking care of your family. You're safe because of us.
The water is thanks to
Yes.
us.
Yeah, the water thanks us.
Purified water. Remember all those death skulls?
Yeah.
That's not you, thanks to the Minutemen.
Yeah.
working on some pistol cleaning there.
Who did? Okay, that obviously must be a mod. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. Fire extinguisher, safety first. There's a lot of fire extinguishers in this build. Lots of fires though, so it's probably a good thing.
A lot of moss.
And it just felt like it fit for a swamp settlement. You gotta have a guy working on some homemade moonshine, you know?
Oh, of course.
For the bar especially, like, you don't want to haul all that moonshine all the way.
No smoking, no matches, no open flames. He's just like, screw it all. I'm doing all of it at once. But don't get caught.
And of course we have to have the Easter egg for Joel's film with the poster right there for Norman, which I believe has what's known in real life as a website. Not from a terminal, like it's not like a holotape, but it's a website you go to and you put in this URL into an address bar. And I think that address was something like normanthefilm.com? yeah, normanthefilm.com I think is what that was. Not a holotape.
Check it in. The computers in this one take ages to load.
Just all the creaky, cranky noises. That's our workbench. I just felt like having a moonshine still there for the bar just felt right. Like,
But dude, you live out in a swamp.
yeah, you gotta have moonshine. It's like a legal requirement.
Yeah, pretty much.
Legal requirement, make illegal moonshine. And we've
Oh,
got
I like that. I like that little fish
a
station.
little fish station. They've been cutting out some of the catch.
Oh, it's gotta smell nasty.
Yeah, I imagine like lots of fish get caught in the pumping system, and so a lot of the ones you're catching up here are just kind of like half bludgeoned to
I
death.
keep looking at that. What is that flower right there? I feel like I can collect it like in Skyrim.
Oh
What is
yeah.
that?
Oh, look at all that cool debris in the water. I can collect it. Hunt
Oh.
flower, I think.
Oh, okay. That's
Good
cool.
eye. Look at you, Skyrim player. And then if we follow this walkway, notice the rickety scaffolding again.
Man, I'm like so confused of where I'm at now.
This is the main walkway. Notice more fish hanging there. If we go this way, we can get around to the elevator. Right here,
Oh, okay.
and then a left. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like detail under the under part here. And that, Joel, is the MURKWATER construction site, Minutemen, outpost, and lighthouse, and bar, and beacon for hope.
Minutemen.com.
Join today.
It's very interesting because it's like such a, like just. Ooh, I like this cell right here. I kind of wish you brought me in on this angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can. I don't know. This has a good silhouette here. It gives you a good layout of where things are. I think.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to start on the other side, as if you were
Sure.
a traveler. This is what it looks like from above.
Yeah.
Wow, that
Dude, it's not a small build, man. Jeez.
I built this in 6 days. Yeah, this got a little out of control. Okay. So when I first prototyped the idea, it was going to be like, I should make a little hunting cabin at MURKWATER. Like a single hunting cabin. Dude, then it was like, ooh, I should put a radio tower on it to signal like to the capital wasteland. Well, then we need someone to run the radio. So now we have multiple people. We have to have a bunkhouse. Bunkhouse needs a bathhouse. Now we need a kitchen for all these people. What about travelers? They need food and water. And it just went from there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, the lighting looks so good. Man.
So much.
You notice, Joel, the extra grass and wheats growing on top of the rooftop right there? And,
Did you put that?
yeah. Yeah, we had to make efficient use, Joel, of all the roof space. We had the rooftop garden, rooftop power plants. Like, we just didn't even look at some of this stuff, like, on top. Look at all the different pieces that make up the main destroyed house. Rooftop garden we did look at, but then you have the extra moss for insulation. And then that tree, I think, is sinking right now into the swamp. Oh, it's a storm coming, actually. I think is what it is. That is the MURKWATER outpost and lighthouse.
Now, you know, when I was saying earlier, while I was saying, like, you know, this makes me want to build my own lighthouse, it's because I think the lighthouse is the only thing that I'm not impressed with.
Really?
I mean, it's good. It really fits well with what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know, when you first said lighthouse, what I was expecting is General Dave's monstrosity that just worked people to the core to create this thing that shouldn't be created. This gigantic lighthouse that's like very dangerous, cost many lives. But I was like, no, this makes sense. I'm like, of course it'd be something small, safe.
Lore friendly.
Yeah,
And actually, I thought about having this like concrete lighthouse.
100 boffins died to create this lighthouse, which is just huge, Dave.
We do have one last thing to take a look at, though.
Oh, nice.
So we already saw down there what happens to simple rule breakers who perhaps, try to get into the gate or something.
We're going to find out what happens to advanced rule breakers.
What happens when a raider shows up? Someone who, there's just no hope for them in the Commonwealth. Like, we don't want their kind in General Dave's Commonwealth protected by the Minutemen. Remember that crazy-looking AK on the wall up in the armory?
Yeah.
It's a recent acquisition. And again, we don't want to scare people when they show up, so we try to keep our prisoners...
I don't trust you.
We try to keep our prisoners well hidden, and for people like raiders, eventually we're going to blindfold them, take them out into the swamps. We're not going to kill them, we're going to leave them out there. I mean, like, way south in the swamps. We know what's going to happen. But...
Queen Mirelot?
Yes.
Probably. There was one here,
Finish
actually.
with a sacrifice, that'd be awesome.
Notice what's open right here. There is a prisoner's holding area hidden behind the bookshelf. Our postman was making sure that our prisoner had their morning meal. They'll probably get shipped off to the swamps sometime in the next day or two.
Yes.
But this is where we keep the dangerous prisoners gagged and bound until it's time to head off and be kicked out of General Dave's Commonwealth. This is hidden in the little back overhang of the bar area.
Yes.
So what is this location again?
MURKWATER construction site. It's as far south as you can get in the Commonwealth.
Yeah, I really want to build something now.
Yeah.
Did that inspire you, Joel?
Yeah, it inspired me.
For slave labor, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it just makes me think of, like, an extra, like, really far swamp. Even farther than this, where, like, no man's land. And it's just, like, all barbaric. Oh!
That is painful. That, guys, is General Dave's outpost. We're actually done this time. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Joel, for coming out for the tour.
Yeah.
Final review. What do you think?
It's not a small settlement.
I know.
That's what I know every time. Dave, here, my small settlement, if you made one, would be like 3 small buildings. Like, bam, bam, bam. That's it. That's a small settlement. Like, maybe a little farm right near it. That's it. But you're just always, like, 8 times bigger than what I think might be possibly small.
And this, I think, because this is technically smaller, but only technically.
Yeah, physically, but, like, look at all that crap.
I was going to say, I think it's actually, again, one of my most dense settlements in a while, because instead of making it huge, it's still good size, but I just went all out with the decorations. Like, just the sheer amount of...
now?
How many hours?
Yeah.
We'll have to look. I'll put an overlay on the screen, and we'll see. I'm going to say it was probably 25 hours in 6 days.
I'm going to say, yeah, I'll say 31 hours.
31 hours? Okay.
Yeah.
Again, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.